I'm going to put the modes down to start with. So I know there's at least two nines in this number. I then know that the median is 8, so it's going to have to be it's going to be over here. It's going to be less than the nines. And let's try and put an 8 in. Okay, that was my first thought when I did this question. Now, I want the mean to be 10, so it's going to be the sum of the numbers is going to be 10 times however many there are. Um, so I'm going to have some number over here to make the mean 10. But because the median is 8 here, I'm then going to have three numbers to the left. And the largest that I can make it would be 7, 6, and 5. In fact, it doesn't really matter what they are because I'm going to be able to counterbalance it with this one. So I'm just going to summarize what I've said. I have to have two nines. There can't be a double of any other number because I've just got a mode of 9. I don't need to have three nines. I think I can get away with two. Then I've decided to put an 8 in the middle. And for me to get a mean of 10, I'm then going to have a big number over here, but then I'm going to have to counterbalance it and put three numbers over here. But that is definitely going to be possible. I can definitely get a sum of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got seven. I need 70. Whatever this is, I can just subtract 70 from. Sorry, do 70 minus that and then put that number here. I'm not actually going to find out what it is. So seven numbers is possible. Okay, so it's definitely not going to be 8 or 9. But actually, we can do better than that. You've got to realize that although we've got a median of 8, we don't actually have to have 8 in there. We can actually have 7. Now, for me to have 7 as the median, I'm going to need to have, and now this is my middle number, I'm going to have a number over here. But for me to get a mean of 10, I'm definitely going to have a big number over here. And then to make sure this is still the middle, I'm then going to have a number here. So what I'm trying to say is I can perhaps get a median of 8 and a mode of 9, but I'm going to have a larger number over here, which means I'm going to have 2 over here, which means I'm going to have 6 numbers. So now it's just a case of trying to work that out. So maybe I try 6 and 5 again. Okay, so I've got my mode of 9, I've got my mean of 8, and this time I just need to find a number so the sum adds to 60. That is definitely going to be possible. And I've justified why I can't have just 5 numbers, and therefore the answer is going to be 6.